Thanks, Michelle, and thank you, Annette, and everybody at IPAN for this really valuable initiative, and thank you for inviting me. And I endorse what others have said about the land on which we meet, except that I always say we took it from its original inhabitants, and that was the greatest discourtesy, more than failing to recognize them here today. I was told that we had 30 seconds each. That's the longest 30 seconds I've heard from most people, but I'm going to try and stick to it and see if we can catch up, because after that I'm going to have to excuse myself. I've got another thing going on in my house right now. Thank you, Kelly, for your really comprehensive overview of the foreign policy issues. I couldn't do it better myself, so I'm not going to try. I was asked to say why I'm joining the panel. Here are the reasons. They're very brief. Because I and my organization, Australians for War Powers Reform, warmly support the work and purposes of IPAN and warmly endorse the People's Inquiry, and we'll do whatever we can to back it up. Secondly, because there's not nearly enough public discussion of how and why Australia goes to war. Even with the Brereton revelations, we are not asking how and why. We are asking what happened, what went wrong. We're not saying, how did we get there? Why did we go? And that is why it went wrong. So this inquiry can help to answer those questions. Thirdly, I'm joining the panel because ever since 1945, Australia has accepted America's enemies as ours. We've relied on the US alliance to defend us. In fact, it's US bases in Australia that make us a nuclear target, as others have said, and it's the US alliance that, instead of protecting us, constitutes the greatest threat to our security. And that's why Malcolm Fraser said, we have to close Pine Gap and get rid of the bases. Frankly, we also have to get rid of the alliance, but that's a whole nother story. Or rather, sideline it the way the New Zealanders have done. And fourthly, I'm supporting it because many people are concerned about this. And the numbers of people who have taken an interest in the inquiry shows that. There are a lot of people out there who do know what's going on. They're not dumb Australians, and they need to have their opinions heard and respected and put together in a form that can give salience to them, give effect to them, and make their elected representatives realize that they can't take them for granted anymore. Thank you.